It's our first official sea day here on the Oasis of the Seas, so come along with me and I'll show you what we get up to on a sea day.
I'm Sarah and this is my husband Alan. We work 9-to-5s, but use our vacation time to cruise, visit resorts, check out new cities, camp, and find awesome food and breweries along the way. Stick around for videos on things to do, tours, and helpful travel tips. We kicked off our 7-day Bahamas and Perfect day at Coco Cay cruise with a sea day. And on our first day at sea, we like to explore the ship and get to know all of the restaurants, bars, and activities we can enjoy throughout the week. Before I jump in, be sure to check out some of our other videos from our cruise on Oasis of the Seas. Now, let's check out what we got up to on our first sea day. We started that morning by heading to breakfast, and I actually found my very first duck of my cruising career, but I put it back for someone else to find so they could take in the duck hunting excitement too. We lined up for breakfast in the main dining room, and this was the first and only time we ate here during our cruise. They had a pretty robust brunch menu with some great options, but we didn't like how crowded the tables were in the main dining room. I got a mimosa, a coffee, and eggs Benedict with a hash brown, and Alan went for a coffee and French toast. Overall, it was a pretty good breakfast.
We finished breakfast and now we are doing a ship tour so that we can explore and get to know this amazing ship and what it has to offer.
When we get on a new cruise ship, I like to do a deck-by-deck tour to explore, so be sure to check out my full Oasis of the Seas ship tour that I posted right before this one. It's a massive ship and actually took us a full day to explore. I really liked the promenade on deck number 5. They had a lot of great bars and some dining options too.
Deck 5 also has a jogging track and they have the mileage posted so you know exactly how far you're going and where you can get back inside.
I walked a few laps around the track. It's always good to get as much exercise in as possible on a cruise to combat all the food you're eating.
I'm just at the back of deck 5 here and they have a whole bunch of seats set up so that you can overlook the back of the ship. Anyways, they've got some comfy seats here to enjoy the view and that's what I'm doing while I wait for Alan to finish filming.
Then we went to deck number 6 where we looked around and also considered eating at Johnny Rockets before deciding we'd rather try the included food options for lunch. So we made our way up to deck number 8, which is Central Park, and they have the Park Cafe that offers a salad bar and pre-made sandwiches plus other snacks for lunch. We had a light snack here and a drink from the Trellis bar. The Central Park area of the ship might just be my favorite because it's a little bit more peaceful here. There's tons of foliage and there are restaurants like Giovanni's, there's the Park Cafe, and you can also go to the little bar out in the open here, and they have vintages as well. Then it was time for an afternoon sunbreak. This is how we pick all of our seats, one in the shade for Alan and one in the sun for me.
Well, it's officially 4 o'clock on our second day on the ship. It's a sea day, so we have spent almost the entire day exploring the ship and just relaxing. We still have a few decks to go, so we're gonna go check them out now.
Before I left the room, Alan went down to deck number 8 so that I could get a photo on our balcony, and then we continued on our tour of the ship, starting up on deck number 15. There were lots of cruisers taking in the sun and enjoying the day by the pools and in the hot tubs. They had great music going as well, so the vibe was pretty on point. By this time, we were quite hungry, so we went to El Loco Fresh for some Mexican food. This was included in our cruise fare, and the burrito was just okay today. It needed some hot sauce or burrito sauce in my opinion, but overall it was pretty yummy and we enjoyed the oceanfront seating.
Up on deck 15, we got a drink and now we're going to take a look at what this deck has.
Deck 16 was next, and this is where the cabanas were. Lots of empty seats up here on the first day though, because it was still a bit cool and windy. But that didn't stop people from enjoying the zipline. Apparently, this is included in your cruise fare, but I'm not brave enough to zipline at sea. We thought about playing mini golf, but the course was packed, so we ended up watching the surfers on the flow rider before we went to check out the little water park and buffet area. Then it was time for dinner. I made reservations for anytime dining at the main dining room, but if you're doing this, try to make them in advance because the good dining times will fill up early. We had to eat much later than we like, but it was fine because we just shifted all of our meals throughout the day. For dinner, we each got a soup. Mine was butternut squash and Alan went for the French onion, but both were very tasty. Then for our mains, I got the classic beef bourguignon with rice, and Alan got the beef tenderloin. 2 thumbs up for both of these dishes. Dessert was toasted almond cream puffs for Alan and a cappuccino chocolate cake for me. After dinner, we made our way to the promenade deck and sat at the Globe and Atlas pub. Then we enjoyed some live music in Central Park before we made our way up to the music hall on deck 9. Here they had a live band playing, but we got there before they started, so we got some great seats and then enjoyed the music and watching the dancers below. And that was how we spent our first full day at sea. There are so many activities and things to do on a sea day though, so it's really up to you how you want to enjoy your cruise vacation. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more travel videos, and stay tuned for our port day video starting off with our day in Cape Canaveral, Florida, coming up next.